Make It Spicy Comedy out at Mulligan's. Devarron Thomas.
Ass, titties, titties, ass and titties.
I'm dealing with a little bit of heartbreak because I'm not gonna lie to you. I was 97% sure this was gonna be an orgy. Like everything he said made it sound like that was that. That's why I picked that song. He's like, I get an intro song. I'm like this is deluxe, bro. Even everything he said in the comments, it was just like I was like, where's it gonna be? He's like, in my basement. I'm like, hell yeah, bro. This is it. Then I started coming up the driveway. And I was like, oh, it's not an orgy. It's a murder. Well, it turns out it's just comedy. It's always fucking comedy. Oh, man. I don't know what to talk about. I feel like, plus this is dope, by the way. This is awesome. Just to have a little space in the basement. That's dope, man. I feel like we're all trying out comedy and doing this thing. And I don't know, I feel like I always have to like say something that matters. You guys ever heard about 3-ply tissue? He shook his head, no, it sounds like a fucking myth, right? I thought it was a legend. I tried 3-ply tissue the other day for the first time. I thought it was decorative. Like I thought it was decorative tiles. I was like, this is fucking incredible. How do they do this? What supply? It's not my new standard. When I go to new jobs, I'm like, before I take this job, I'm gonna go in your bathroom and check out your tissue. If you have 1 ply, you don't even have benefits here. Like, there's just no way I'm gonna get shit out of you. Although I shouldn't be so picky. I'm broke. I don't know if you can tell from your angle. It should be pretty clear. This is not the outfit of a man with employment opportunities. This is the outfit of a man whose Netflix subscription needs an updated payment method. I'm gonna get it one day. I feel like I don't have the negative connotation that people have with being broke. Like if you're broke, usually like I need to get some money. And I'm like, I'm broke and I'm having too much fun. Like, broke fun is way better than rich fun. Rich people seem like they're bored because they have to work so fucking much to keep being rich. And until they don't. But I'm like, rich people aren't doing fun, broke shit. You don't hear about rich people at amusement parks. There's never like, oh, did you see Rihanna on the Power Tower? Like, it's not a thing. It's never like, oh shit, that Pirates of the Caribbean ride was incredible. But meeting former President Barack Obama in line, that changed my life, started that LLC. It's not a thing. Broke fun, for me, my favorite broke fun activity, the best thing I ever did. Me and my ex, we used to go to open houses with no intention or ability to buy that house. It just wasn't in the cards. And I don't know if any of you have ever wasted like a realtor's time. Incredible. You gotta try it at least once. You show up, they got hope in their eyes, it's waffles, do it. Do whatever it is, just do it. And me and her would go room to room, and we'd look in the room and be like, shit, babe, how do you like this room? And we look over at the realtor, like, what's your name, James? James, how would you rate the electrical system in here? And he'll be like, we already had our team take a look at it. It's pretty solid. I was like, I bet you think that, James. I bet you do. But we're going to have our people take a look at it. Safety is never a concern when it comes to my wife and our babies. And I had no wife, and we had no babies. And if I'm being honest, safety wasn't a real concern either, because in real life, we lived next door to a crackhead. So, surprisingly cool with him. You see him every Tuesday, like, what's up, man? How's crack? It's like, clearly not good, because you still have your house, Then we go to new rooms and be like, all right, these countertops are too low, James, I'm sorry. And then he usually gets pissed about that point. He's like, throws the price at you, tries to discourage you. He's like, this is gonna be about $75,000 with a 13% lien. I'm like, ooh, no lien for me. That shit ruined Lil Wayne's career. Like, I'm not getting involved, sir. Are you guys not familiar with lean? Lean is the magical concoction that you get with cough syrup and any amount of liquor, right? It's like sometimes codeine, if you're really lucky. It's important It's important that if you ever want to rap, you got to get involved in that, okay? You can't just rap without lean in your system. It's impossible. That's how you get all those entendres. But he got pissed, and he was just like 13% lean. And then usually when I make that joke, he's pissed. He's like, you're not taking it seriously. You need to leave. And I'm like, no, I don't need to leave, James. There were signs. You ignored them. I came here in basketball shorts. You should have known. Should have known I wasn't going to buy this house. That's on you. So I'm going to go grab another one of these waffles. And when I get back, let's talk escrow. Question 1, what is escrow? I have no idea. My dumb ass thought it was the French snails. So people kept bringing it up around me, and I'm just like, look, I've never had them, but like I know about them. I'm not uncultured. Fucking stupid, man. I hate having that realization. You know, you ever realize that you're dumb, and you just wake up and you still gotta go through a day with no plan? And I'm getting mad because I'm like, I feel like you don't know my struggle individually, you know? My struggle is like, it's hard to have glasses this thick and still be this fucking dumb. I feel like people look at me and they're just like, this dude could fix my Xbox. I'm like, no, I can't. I can't do that at all. And I remember when I used to think I was smart because I was at home and I was a kid and I was with my family and I was the only one who knew how to plug in and unplug the router. So I would just plug it in. And he'd be like, he fixed the internet. My baby's so smart. I was like, I'm the next Elon Musk. There's no way. There's no way I'm not going to MIT. Like, it's done. I went to Job Corps. Surprisingly different experience, way less scientists, unless you count, you know, cooking up crack. That was one of the courses. But yeah, dumb, man. And it hit me when I got a smart friend. I never recommend getting a smart friend. Keep all your friends as dumb as you can possibly get them, okay? You know, you got the, what is it, down for everything friend, the mom friend, and the friend who's so fucking dumb. You feel smart just being around them. You know, because I miss that friend. I don't have them. I don't have that friend. People used to come up to me and be like, you must be smart. And I'm like, I'm not. Turns out I'm dumb, and you think I'm smart because you dumb. It's a different level of dumb. If you get any dumber, you fall into a new category of words I get to use. Can't use them yet because people get really uptight about it. Just fucking stupid. Man, I had my friend start telling me about the proletariat one time. He's like, the bourgeoisie want to take the means of production away from the working man. I was just like, oh my God, what is that, Greek? Like, I speak a little Greek myself, bonjour, you know? Shameful. Even the amount of presidents I know, I should be ashamed, you know? Because it never really makes any sense. Like, I feel like we all got a good barometer of at least 6 or 7 presidents. If you know more than that, get the hell out of my face. I don't want to talk to you. I hate one of those people. Because I know a lot of facts about history, but I have no idea of the years. When you start to get down to the specifics of time, like if I came up with, like, we'd be talking about like the history of slavery, and she'd be like, yeah, in like 1942. I'm like, I don't see why you had to ruin a perfectly good conversation. I think one of us should leave, you know? But I think my amount of presidents, it goes George Washington, because he was the first, right? Mm-hmm. Abraham Lincoln, because he freed the slaves. JFK, because he fucked Marilyn Monroe, yeah. I heard he did other things, not really of note, honestly. Obama, because black. And Rutherford B. Hayes, because I thought he was black. Couldn't understand for the life of me why a white mom in their time would name their baby Rutherford. That's a 70s pimp name if I've ever heard one. And not once have I ever seen a president in like a leather duster and some shades just slapping the shit out of the first lady. Just hasn't happened yet. I think the closest we've gotten is Clinton, you know? Even when I hear Rutherford, I hear like that little town crier boy on the street, but he's dressed in 70s garb, got a fro. Like, hear ye, hear ye. Rutherford B. Hayes. Been here all day. They always talked in limerick and rhyme. I don't know why they did. I don't think anybody in the 70s knew how to speak a non-rhyming sentence. I feel like at least I know I was dumb though, you know? Like when you know you're dumb, it's easy. When you don't know you're dumb, you think you're like killing it, you know? You're nailing it. Like my BM, the one from, we used to go to open houses, she had to find out she was dumb the hard way, you know? I didn't have the heart to tell her. And she had to find out she was dumb because one day I come home, she's pregnant at this time for real. And she's sitting in front of a window and it's raining and she's crying. And I'm like, what's wrong? And she's like, did you know? Real aggressively. And I was like, did I know what? What are you talking about? She's like, did you know that when a baby eats, they get the food through the umbilical cord? And I was like, yeah, I've been to the 5th grade, you know? I got it down. And she was like, well, I always thought that when I ate, the baby reached up its hand, grabbed the food, and brought it back to its mouth. Listen, I consider myself a decent person. Right? As on the human scale, like I donate, I'd say maybe a 7 out of 10 as a humanitarian, right? It's the only time I've ever looked at a woman and been like, you're gonna be a single mother. There's just no way. I can't bring you home to my mom. She knows how to read and write the whole 9. She's gonna make it a big deal, and she did. I'm just kidding. I would never make fun of a single mom because she's really single now, and it's for a different reason, so it's not funny anymore. But it's still funny to me. That's an important distinction. I do have a daughter. Actually, just recently went to a recital for her the other day, which exactly is the response they should get. Recitals are horrible. You love your kid, but you're not allowed to tell them they don't have a talent, you know? It's a weird place to be, so whenever she gets off stage, you gotta sit there like, I thought that was Rihanna up there. How did you do it? Like, incredible. And I bullshit you not, midway through this recital, they start singing Negro spirituals, right? Now, if you don't know what a Negro spiritual is, it's like the Billboard Hot 100 of slavery. Swing Low, Sweet Chariot, Wade in the Water, all the classics, the hits, you know? And I sit there and I'm just like, I'm taking back, so I'm just like smacking her mom on the shoulder, like, wait. Did we just get to an auction?
Oh my God.
Because nobody told me, and I don't think I brought enough money to buy our kid back. I'm not gonna lie to you. And if I'm being really honest with you, a lot of these other kids look like they have stronger backs. Like, I'm not. That joke's fucked up. My daughter loves it. I asked her afterwards, like, you know those are like Negro spirituals? She's like, I know, I told her. I'm like, what do you mean? She's like, she got it out of the movie Harriet. I'm like, you mean the slave movie? And she was like, yeah. She's like, I was like, why did she pick the song that the slaves sang in the movie? She's like, I don't know, but I told her, so I'm absolved. But I don't know, I got 3 minutes left now. Is that what that means?
Yeah.
What do I do with this magical time? The age of consent is weird, huh? Jesus is not in this conversation. I have separate jokes for him, but I only have 3 minutes. You can relax. I'm not up here like, well, why the fuck not? Like, this isn't my weird ass TED talk. I'm not here like trying to make it possible for all of us. But I do think it's weird that the age of consent is determined by, you know, an office or a person. It seems like something we would vote on as a society, because we're the ones that be like, that's not right, you know? Like somebody had to say it at some point back when the old days, and they'd be like, hey, your wife's 13. He's like, he's cool, right? You know, like pretty dope. And he'd be like, no, it's probably not. She didn't even put the blocks in the right square, you know? Probably shouldn't be having 7 children. So, I just think it's weird that it's somebody's job out there to be like, hey, yo, they ready. I've decided. It's their time. Like, this is strange. Like, what was your research, government official? Like, where he's up there like, hey, why'd you bring it on the night before? It's like, hey, that age. That's the age of consent. Like, and it never makes sense in this country. You gotta be 21 to buy cigarettes. That's a law that just got passed not too long ago. But still only 18 to do porn. That's a fuck up. So now people are like, well, what can we smoke? And the government's like, hey, you can smoke this dick on camera. But don't ruin your lungs, Stacy. Like, gotta love yourself first. We all know the government's abusive that way. I don't know what to end this on. You guys know what the hardest part of being black is? Of course you do, but I'm still gonna tell you. And it's the masculinity. You gotta be tough all the fucking time, right? Especially when I was growing up in Detroit, because like, if you smile for too long, people will rob you. It's just how it goes. It's the order of operations. He's like, he smiled. Okay, where's your money? And so I was like, for the good period of my life, maybe until I was about 7 or 8, I was afraid to pet a cat. Cause I thought it'd just be 13 niggas in box braids and wife beaters behind me like, so this what you do now, huh? Petting cats like some kind of bitch ass. Then I gotta put the string I had for the cat back in my pocket. I'm like, I've never loved a cat in my entire life. Fuck a cat, money over bitches. You know? Doesn't work that way. All right, well, that's my time, man. Give it up for your host, Brad. Give it up for everybody you've seen so far. But most importantly, give it up for me.
Ass, titties, titties, ass, and titties. Ass, titties, ass, and titties. Ass, titties, titties, ass, and titties.